Now, this is a new show. We're calling it AI Unboxed with myself, Graham Coath, and Pratheesh Chambeth. Hello, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Graham. How are you keeping this morning? I heard
I'm
you had some postman
well.
deliveries coming this morning.
Apologies that we're a couple of minutes late. There's one thing that AI cannot take care of at the moment, which is the postman coming to your door, and that's why we're a few minutes late. But thank you for joining us this morning. This is a little bit of an experiment, a social experiment. It's beyond just another broadcast on LinkedIn, etc. This is us putting on a show which is entirely generated by AI, or has AI in the process of generating everything for it. So everything from all of the marketing material, all of the posts for it, are using AI to generate it. What we're going to try and do over the coming weeks is by putting on this show is to try and debunk the myth of some of AI, perhaps show you a little bit about what it does or what's available out there, and answer any questions, or have as many questions and get you to answer them. We don't really know whether it will be which way around that will be. But if you're an AI enthusiast, then please do take part. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear which AI you're using, how are you using it, what are you using it for. If you hate AI, we'd love to hear from you as well. We'd like to hear all of the opinions, but as long as it's about AI, that's what it's all about. Pratheesh, just to give people a little bit of background, you have a background in AI, so tell people, when did you first come across AI?
Back on TV, all the robots and all the shows that I would be watching. Exactly. So I suppose, like every other child, I would have been fascinated with the fantasy of, all the sci-fi programs. And from an early age, I was quite interested in all that. And when I finished my college graduation, I wanted to do something within the robotics field, and I started looking for masters in India. Could not find anything that was suitable. So then I looked across the waters and found a good university in London.
Yeah.
That's back in 2003. I moved to London to do my master's in AI. Now, it was a very specific branch of AI called multi-agent systems.
Okay.
Not directly related to robotics, but it had all the essentials, the neural network, machine learning. But the idea was to create self-contained, independently thinking agents that could do anything, and they could replicate themselves, distribute, sort of like viruses, but hopefully benign viruses, if there's such a thing.
Yeah. Now, listen, we talked about it on another program the other day, but I think we ought to start there. Just explain the difference between sort of just a process on a computer using sort of like ones and zeros and whatever, just to and logic just to produce an output, and AI. What makes something AI?
Right. So ones and zeros. It's my dad used to be in a radio operator, and he used to build me these transistor boards and would try and explain how gates work. Nothing ever entered my head. I just liked playing with what he created. But so ones and zeros. I suppose our entire life is now governed by these two digits, ones and zeros, and um, all the software that we have, essentially they are instructions to uh, machines to do something, right? The hardware that is attached or put together, you write a layer of software which would be in a language that is closer to English, or if you're using other languages, so that it's human friendly. So you write an instruction, let's say hello world, which is then converted into binary code so that the machines can understand, which would be in your ones and zeros. And then the machine performs that action, what has been requested of it. So that's the essential basic, right? Now, at first, once the programs, software were designed and created, the idea was to get machines to do something. Then we entered an era where we were doing something repeatedly, the same thing over and over and over again. So somebody decided, why not add instructions to automate all those repetitive processes? So that's when automation started, right? So for many, automation meant AI. But there's a very clear distinction between what is a simple automation and what makes something truly AI, artificially intelligent. And that bit is the learning component. So it's for any tool or a program to be artificially intelligent or intelligent, it needs to learn from the parameters that are coming at it in real time. Right?
Yeah.
So it's doing something, instructions change, some new variables come in, new parameters come in. It sees that, analyzes what is happening because of using those values, and then it learns from it. It remembers what happened when I used these values in the past. And over a period of time, it will do the same thing many thousands of times and come up with this way of thinking, which would have been based on all those previous experiences. And that learning or machine learning is what truly makes something intelligent.
Okay. So another little question, which I'm going to put to you. I'm sorry, I'm really testing you today. Oh, by the way, the background was just instantly AI generated there.
Nice.
So if you see the background throughout this show change, it's because the computer is deciding that that's what it wants to do. So if
one thing I did not pause to, are you sharing this on LinkedIn?
I'm sharing this on LinkedIn. Yeah.
I did not.
Okay. Well, we can sort that out afterwards.
Okay.
You are sharing it on Facebook. There we go. Hi, everybody.
Perfect.
On Facebook as well as LinkedIn. But one other question then. So where is it that AI is better in terms of that learning than humans, and where are humans better than AI currently? Because the way I look at it is that as I get older, I find it more difficult to remember things. whereas actually, if I put it into a computer, unless the the great cloud in the sky that is that computer, or the physical realm that is that computer somewhere, gets the plug pulled, then it actually stays there. Whereas, for no reason whatsoever, I can put information into my computer up here, and actually it just disappears, and that is a bit of a problem. And it makes us inefficient in a way because we lose that. However, there seems to be other ways in which we're perhaps a little bit more efficient than a computer when it comes to learning.
Well, that is a big topic by itself, to be honest, right? Where the lines can be divided. Can you draw a line between separating humans from AI? It's kind of getting blurred by each day that's progressing. So,
oh, and we've lost Pratheesh. He's suddenly gone. The computer has taken him away. Come back. Nope. The computer took you away there for a minute. Did you see that? And now you're back.
This is where AI comes in. So no, I was saying essentially, if you come down to the very basics, humans, majority of them, don't like to do a lot of work, right? So if I want to be lazy and I'm not interested in doing something, and if a machine can do that, I'll happily delegate it to the machine. I would happily delegate it to the other person as well. But the issue there is that person has similar kind of problems like I would have. Fatigue, you'll get tired. Whereas if I delegate it to a machine, it can perform for far longer, as long as the required requirements like fuel, battery, or energy is being provided without interruption, which is easier to do rather than keep a human being working 24/7. That would be one reason why you'd want AI to do things. Start from where I cannot continue working. I just want to sit on my chair, or as we were discussing the other day, go fishing.
Yeah. Or I want to work 24 hours. I want to be, because there's now, I've now got a global market, and I can't exist on a 24-hour clock, but I might have clients on the other side of the world. I want something to be able to take over and do part of that journey for those people while I'm not around. So having something like a bot on a website or whatever that's learning from the information that is being fed to them on a daily basis, and then being able to give some of my information back to people because it's learning from me, is really quite useful. So people can have some access to what's in my brain 24 hours a day. Yeah, that's part and parcel of it.
But do they really want to?
But do they really want to? Oh, all these questions, we will be unpacking all of these questions over the next few weeks. I can see that you've linked your LinkedIn now, so we're going off on LinkedIn as well. That's probably why it pinged off, because sometimes the API, which is completely different from AI,
application programming interface.
Yeah, thank you. Which allows a couple of programs to talk to each other, because there's some useful data interchange that needs to happen there. That may have made it ping off, because things like broadband don't necessarily like it, you see. Anyway, we're going to get on and start looking at a piece of software. So each time we come on, we're going to look at a piece of software. And Pratheesh found this one. So this is one of the things that all of us out there would love to spend a bit more time doing. And Pratheesh will need to probably log in again to his piece and share the screen again. But one of the things that all of us in life, once we've earned a little bit of money and we've got the job going in the right direction, might want to do is we might want to dream about where we live. And we might want to visualize that. We might want to have an idea about what it could look like if we had our dream home. And rather than necessarily going to an architect and starting off that process on a very expensive basis, we might want to just use a bit of AI to kind of visualize from our own experiences, and also from some of the things that are requirements for us, what that dream home could look like. So we found a piece of software that can do that. So are you ready with that?
I'm going to share my screen. Yes, give me a second here. Present, share screen.
So
perfect.
Any minute now we should be able to share. There we go. It's a great name, Icon.
Well, yeah, it's the actual tool itself is called Vitruvius.
Vitruvius, so
yeah, it's here.
Was that a mountain, or was that a god? A mountain, or Vitruvius? Was that
Mount Vitruvius? Isn't it?
Mount.
Yeah. Well, we can ask ChatGPT what it means. We can
do that as we're speaking. So as you're logging in now, I'm actually gonna do that.
So yeah, this one, it's what I found was I haven't tried it out yet, so I thought we'll do it all together. It's currently free to use and try out. It's still in its beta. It's by Icon Build, which actually provides tools to speed up your home design and build process, the floor plan, etc. Again, I came across it because I was looking at buying or building a home for myself, not yet, but sometime in future. And that's when I came across this. And I thought that the idea was super good, because they have recently introduced AI into the mist, basically allowing you to type in your dream in simple words, and it'll come up with options for you. So first process here is you sign up for a free account, just using Google Auth. Use Capiso login, and let's see what comes up. Okay, there it is.
Dum, dum, dum. Are we ready to build? Yes, we are. We're all ready to build. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay.
We can either, okay, so we have few tabs here. One is gallery. Let's check out what they have. So it is actually creating a few samples. Right.
Nice.
Which one do you like, Graham?
Ooh. Well, look, I've got to go for Lush. I've got to go for Lush. It looks
Lush. Okay.
Now that's an interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? Semantics play a big part actually in our decision-making process, don't you think? That actually
Absolutely.
We gravitate towards words.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just the words as well. Some say it's also the visual aspect of that word. So it's not just the meaning of lush itself, it's also
the look of it.
The look of it, how it looks to your brain.
Yeah. And also, and that's really interesting.
Also,
it's really interesting point as well, because obviously you know that I'm really interested in music. And of course, Lush are a band as well that I like. So there's lots of reasons why I might pick the word Lush. Interesting.
So do you want 3D printed Lush, or we'll just go with the first one, the Lush Kirosaki? It has 4 beds, 4 baths, 2,400-ish square feet.
Well, it's not quite big enough. It's not quite big enough. Can we go bigger?
We can, but we'll start with what it has given us as a gallery, and then we can go design one ourselves.
Oh,
so nice. When you click any one from the gallery, so it's showing us the summary of floor plan. It has 2 floors. Summary is there. So here, okay, there should be. There is no easy interface to change from one image to another, at least on the gallery. So I'm using my arrow keys to navigate. Now I'm on a Mac. I don't know whether on Windows users, you might have a different experience. Nice kitchen.
Okay, we can't see that. So is that on a different tab? Is that open that up?
You can't see that. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna add to that.
That's all right.
All right. What I will do is I will do the entire screen. Can you see this?
Okay, hold on. And yep, there we go. That's brilliant. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we were here. We select Lush.
Oh, lovely. Look at that.
And yep, on the right, you get the floor plan. There are 2 floors. The summary is the same as what we saw earlier. However, here, as I was on the left, the images, there's no, there is actually, sorry, my bad. It's just on the Mac when I'm presenting, I cannot see. There are actually 2 buttons here.
Oh, yes.
There you go. I just reduced my zoom to 90%, and you can see that. So
nice,
bright. Oh, I love the couches. You could just sit there, relax all day long. Pretty fancy kitchen.
It is. Although I'd say, just having a look at the kitchen, here's a little thing for me. Would be that, like, for example, if that's like an oven or something at the end, I'd find that
on the far side.
Well, there's that one, but then there's one in the big column. I'd find that quite an awkward space to work in, because it's also a kind of an access into that space. So you might find like you're doing something there, and then people are banging behind you all of the time. And that's an interesting point. You know, with anything like this, it'd be quite interesting to hear from, and I might tag some people in, people that do things like kitchen design, etc. Be interesting to see your viewpoint on kind of that. Is that an actual? Would that actually work as a kitchen space? If you know what I mean. But there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, nice dining room.
Dining room.
It's very open plan, which is what we're seeing so far.
Spacious bedroom. Now I hope it has good blinds. I really like my line on a Sunday.
Yeah, yeah. The neighbours could see right in at the moment. Maybe it's got that technology. Maybe it's got that technology where it darkens the windows automatically. Yeah. See, there's no actually. Yeah, I love that. That's a great technology. Oh, look at that.
It was in the movie Iron Man is when I first saw it. I don't know whether you remember.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for the kids.
That's nice. Very much you'd think a girl's bedroom.
Nowadays that's also blurring.
Now, interesting. You see, again, just a kind of design angle while we're on this. This is all very nice, by the way. But if that is a kid's bedroom, then all of that top storage wouldn't be accessible by a kid.
Oh, you have to see mine, Graham.
Oh, really?
He climbs. He will get there.
He will get there. Perhaps they should put like a climbing wall to one side of it, though, so that they can actually...
we can actually, when we are designing one, we will introduce that part, the climbing wall.
Yeah.
Super. So that's gallery basically existing once. It has already designed and created, I suppose. If you want, we go and design one ourselves.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So design with me. There you go. It's an AI architect to help design a home for you and your family. Right. Let's start. What's the primary set of conditions you have?
I need 5 bedrooms.
Location. Let's 5.
Oh, location. Okay. Location. Okay. Yeah. So I'm looking for something in the southwest of England.
Create a home design for me. Right. Let's say family of 5.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep it very simple. Location.
Where should we go?
Do you want to stay in England?
Well, no. Let's go for the south of France.
South of France. Okay, south of France.
That'd be nice, wouldn't
it? Somewhere in south of France. Do you want coastal or?
Yeah, coastal. Yeah, that would be good.
Well, since we are dreaming, why not go all the way, right?
Yeah. So can we have a beat? Can we have a sea view? Yeah, can we have a sea view?
Yeah,
lovely. Why not?
What else?
We want it open plan, I think.
Open plan. Keep it open plan design. Eco-friendly.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And probably I'll also add in with sustainable materials.
Yep.
Materials focus on energy efficiency.
Should we have parking?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Got to have that.
Parking for how many cars you intend to buy?
Well,
I'm just saying eco-friendly and easy.
I have the one here, so that's it.
Okay, parking for 2, let's say. One for you and one for the visitor.
Yes.
Parking for 2. Electric cars, I presume?
Obviously, electric cars, so they need charging points.
charging point. So let's see if it will pick that up. I'm pretty sure it will. I hope so. Okay. Do you want like I always imagined my home to have some sort of a body of water just outside the window.
Oh, right, lovely. Yeah. So we want a sort of a
Pond?
do you want a pond or a pool? Do you want to entertain there?
Okay, I'll have both.
And a pool. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else? I'm just.
Yeah, I'd like the kitchen area to be off of the lounge.
Should be off of the lounge.
Yeah.
Do you want a sitting area outside?
Oh, yes.
Conservatory?
Yeah, let's have a conservatory. There's a test for your spelling.
Spacious conservatory with south of France. So like in the winter you might need some sort of heating.
Yeah. Now, while we're doing this, can we just talk about like not everybody, when they put stuff into any kind of AI, necessarily knows the kind of language that they need to be using when they're putting stuff in AI. And one of the things we're almost doing here is we're kind of stacking prompts to the AI as well. And I think a lot of people get that wrong, don't they? So what they do is they tend to like perhaps go at it. They perhaps go at it a little bit too kind of bitty. So they go like, write me or try and just do everything with one sentence. So it's like, write me a post for this, or build me a house, as opposed to granulating and doing what we're doing now, which is really trying to give the AI an understanding of what we want. Yeah,
correct. You're tailoring or really personalizing, and that's where the beauty or the strength of the latest language models, etc. It's just you can really explain in detail what exactly you want, and it'll try to and kind of have all that into whatever it creates, whether it's a poem or a Facebook or LinkedIn post, or in this case, well, let's see what it creates in this case, but hopefully it'll use everything we are saying and give us some designs. I've always wanted to have smart features.
Oh yeah, so like voice controlled.
Yeah.
No,
I still don't know how that'll come out in a design plan, but let's see. In terms of light, maximize light.
Oh yeah, maximize natural light. Yeah.
And then what else we need? We start with this.
Yeah, let's start with that and see what it comes up with.
Okay. Click send, and that's the prompt we have given it. Now,
okay. So it's immediately got a question, right? Okay.
Yes, that's brilliant. So it's actually like a real architect. You're going and sitting in front, and you tell him what you need, and he's asking, would you prefer the use of solar panels? Yes, please. I'm being very polite.
Yeah, so
I suggest a 4-bedroom layout at an open lounge areas. Okay, sound good to you?
Yeah, no, that's good. Oh, we get 3 designs.
So 3 designs. Interesting. And let's see how long it takes. Now, this is part you're asking the question, AI, when do we use AI?
Oh, hello. Look at this. Coastal Haven.
I should have put in the budget.
We have no budget for this show. It's just it's pure fantasy. There we go. Look at that.
So that's one. We'll go into each one separately, and that's number 2. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. I'll go back to the chat. Okay, number 1. number 2.
Wow.
My God, I love it. And this one is a 3D printed eco-friendly coastal haven. Oh, look at that view.
Yeah.
Look at that view. Now, it's imaginary. Okay, which one do you want to check first? The first one?
Well, yes. When do I move in? Oh,
Right, okay, so click,
wow.
and on the right, you have floor plans. Are you good at understanding floor plans?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because for me, it takes a while to kind of really get into it. I like the full vision, the full view.
Well, I used to design
Okay.
offices using AutoCAD, so it's that kind of all makes
So
sense
you
to
like
me.
you
Yeah.
like the lines, right? Folks, this is amazing.
So we can have a then what?
Image 2.
Wow.
Oh, there's your sea view.
Yeah.
Looking onto the Mediterranean.
What a space. What an absolute space that is. Yeah. I quite like what you've got there on the right hand side as well, is you're seeing not only
where exactly you are, right?
Yeah, what room you're in, but also where your visual point is. So your visual point is from the the end of that arc, as it were, looking outwards. So that really gives a good indicator. That's a huge kitchen. That's lovely. And isn't that lovely for entertaining? You're straight out onto the beach. Perfect.
Yeah. You cook and take things out. I can see in the reflection. Oh no, it's not reflection. It's just sitting outside.
Is that a boat out there? Yeah, I think there's something out on the water.
There is something there.
Wow, and there's the back view. Yeah,
there's a pool and.
Wow.
Oh wow.
There we go.
Okay.
We should have had a caveat at the beginning of this show today that it is quite self-indulgent. So do bear with. But yeah, no, that's quite amazing, isn't it? Look at that. Good use of space there. So we said that it was a family. Just to reiterate here, so we said it was a family of 5, but what the architect did there was he suggested a 4 bedrooms, but there's 5 beds. You see,
that is brilliant.
Just to kind of reduce the overall template. It's
so
pretty
it's for the
anyway.
kids.
Yeah, or for mum and dad when they're having an argument.
Oh, which would be every night.
So beds
for another room, 5 beds. Yeah, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths.
Yeah.
That is luxury.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Is that the master bedroom? I'm presuming that's the master bedroom.
Let's go back to floor plan. I don't
know actually.
It just says bedroom.
Yeah. Now, can you navigate around by actually tapping on the rooms on the right hand side? I presume you can. Yeah, yes. Look, there you go.
Wow. This seems to be no, this is just a bedroom.
So what's the room right at the top there on the left hand
side?
That
one? That's the master bedroom.
I reckon that's the master bedroom, yeah. Because that's got the big sea view.
Of course, that's got the view.
Yeah. And what's the smaller room just down from that?
Next to it?
No,
down
the one
or
below it. Yeah, below it.
That's the master bathroom. So you have the door.
Oh, yeah. So it's got ensuite.
Show it.
No, hasn't rendered that, but yeah, very good.
So this is your oh wow, that's the conservatory.
Wow.
With fireplace. We check the kitchen, garage. There is nothing rendered for the garage.
Presumably, because it's a massive garage space, isn't it?
It's a big. Well, I said two cars.
Yeah. But in terms of the overall floor area, it's big. Okay. So once you've then designed a home and you've got some kind of idea, where now with it, can you then adapt that?
Let's see. So you're here. Floor plan. I am looking for any option.
It says,
to
please
export.
review them and share your feedback. So it must be
Further refinement. So this is more for telling it whether you want adjustments, I presume.
yeah.
Oh, actually, I think they will all be here in my home.
Yes.
Let's actually finish. Do you have any further refinements? Which one do you prefer? Let's tell him which one we prefer. I can show you this 3D printed.
Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
It's nice, yeah.
I think actually floor plan wise, that looks better.
This one, okay.
Yeah, I think that looks a nicer floor plan. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's
nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Simpler.
Yeah. In a way, that feels a bit more cozy as well.
It's your dining room looking onto the pool and the sea. Oh wow.
We just like to iterate that neither of us actually own one of these homes. At the moment,
we would like to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you can. Oh, right. So that then allows you to. You can share that.
Share this design, right? So
yeah.
We can
get the link. Get a link and copy that.
I'll just see what is here. Concept.
Oh right, it takes you straight in.
Straight into that.
Presumably, if you haven't then got an account, that's an opportunity for them to get you to sign up with an account so that you can actually see that.
Yeah, I would say so. Okay. Cool. That's number 2. And at this point, so which one so far?
I'm going to go number 2. So if we go number 2, can we select that then? Is there a way?
I prefer option 2. Let's see what it says. Would you like to explore more design variations?
Oh yes, of course, yes, we would.
That's it. Could you add in a climbing wall? Bedroom?
That'd be interesting to see if it can do it.
Okay, so I suppose everybody can now become an architect. No, I suppose it is not to replace architect. It's for everybody to come up with their ideas, get it into something like this, and then share that with the architect, who can then realize it or help them make it more realistic.
Yeah, because there's so many more considerations than probably this software will take into consideration. I mean, ultimately, when you're building a place on a plot of land, then there's going to be sort of structural elements of that land, or things to do with soil type, or all sorts of things that it would need to have huge amounts of data for in order to understand that.
Correct. You need to have the local know-how. No, actually, we never thought of that. The legal and any compliance. Oh my God, this is great, Graham.
It is.
So what it has done is it has recreated or regenerated. It looks like it's not holding on to that same design.
No.
But it is creating a fresh one. I could definitely see myself there.
That's nice. I'm not sure whether that's a climbing wall.
No.
Or not.
Where is the climbing wall?
Well, maybe it doesn't understand what a climbing wall is.
That's true.
So that would be interesting. I mean, so and again, semantics really do make a difference. Perhaps one has to explain a climbing wall. So maybe it needs to be a wall that a child can climb.
You see, I thought the one with the bamboo panels, maybe it just thought it's for climbers.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think it probably is. Yeah.
just to clarify, climbing wall is, how do you explain that? Pegs? No.
Well, let's put a wall with foot and hand holes that
Holes.
that a child can use to climb. Yeah. See whether it.
Understood.
There. Right. There we go.
Including the revised designs. Okay.
So yeah,
I'm
you need to
also
say yes to that.
Yeah. Regenerate.
Oh, now let's see whether it's
Find
done
design
yet.
to include.
So what we've done today is we've started with a piece of AI, folks, that's a little bit fun. Other weeks we will be looking at pieces that you might be able to use more effectively in your work as well. So and we're happy to look at pieces of software that we've never heard of as well. But we thought this would be a fun thing to start with. Now here we go.
There you go.
There you go. Wow.
So yeah, essentially, if it comes up with its own logic on doing something, it's not what you wanted. You just explain it to them in very simple, plain language, like you do to, I don't know, anybody else who doesn't understand what you're saying.
And like all AI, the more that you, there's climbing.
So, yeah, there's a bit of.
Yeah. So like all AI, if the more you feed it with your interpretation,
Instructions and details
and your detail, the more it begins to understand exactly what you want in line.
Now, can you also ensure legal and other compliance? Well, it's important to consult with a local architect. So there you go. There's one reason you can't avoid going to a professional.
Yeah. Now let's try and break it, because I always like to try and break a piece of AI.
Okay.
All right. So what I want to know is, because the inherent danger that anybody might see with this as a piece of AI is that maybe somebody could design a whole load of homes and put them up for sale when they don't exist. So why don't we ask it? Why don't we ask it? What is to stop somebody from taking these designs and putting them on a website to sell these properties? So it'd be interesting to see what it comes up with.
What is to stop somebody using these designs, putting them on market?
Yeah, it'd be lovely to see this.
However, it's just illegal. So
yes, there you go. There's the legal position on it. Wow, that's great. It's good that they thought of that.
So yeah, Graham, I mean, I for me, it feels like I can. No, the one thing, my budget. Let's say, what do you want? Something realistic?
It's £10. It says I can make you a miniature of this. No, let's say my budget is. Let's be realistic. Let's say my budget is £1.5 million.
Well, Graham is rich.
I haven't got a budget of £1.5 million, but I'm feeling that may be a kind of realistic budget
for something like within that scope. Right, again, it says, with the budget, you are in a strong position to create a stunning. Okay. So there's plenty.
Yeah. Okay. And I wonder whether that's taking into account where we first said that it should be as well, because obviously geographic location would make
Yeah.
a difference.
Where exactly have you located?
Oh, yeah, interesting. Oh, it's thinking about that one. You've broken it.
I've broken it.
We did say we're trying to break it on a weekly basis. Here we go.
This involves considering factors. Okay. Are conceptual, are not tied to a specific location. It's out of France. Okay. So.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, that's one. What would you call it? It's not a negative. It's just information it doesn't have yet.
Well, it actually says for a real-world application, selecting an exact location would be a crucial next step. This involves considering factors like proximity to the sea. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Can you choose somewhere close to?
Yeah.
Let's see if it knows location. It's thinking.
It is thinking. It probably come up with the same answer again, but it'd be interesting to see what it does there.
That's a lot of thinking. Excellent choice.
It's giving you the kind of
local.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's giving you feedback. It's giving you feedback.
Generate incorporating local
architectural styles for Saint-Tropez. That'd be interesting to see whether it actually has that data. Oh, hello.
Oh. So, folks, yeah, using an AI definitely in this day and age can make a big difference to what you.
There we go.
Okay. So the local architecture is what? Minimalism?
So it would seem. I mean, it would be interesting to if you're from the area, Saint-Tropez area, and you're watching this. It'd be interesting to see whether that actually is fairly spot on or not. Yeah, because it looks fairly similar to me. But there we go.
Yeah. Now, the trees, maybe. I don't know. I don't really see
much difference there.
Much difference.
No.
Okay. What if we move to somewhere where we know there's very clear difference in architectural styles?
Rome.
Yeah. Can we even find place in Rome?
But there's no sea.
Rome, and use local. For a unique. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Right.
Yes, please. Yes, it can't do that. So it's limited in terms of its design, is what it's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it's saying
Interesting.
is the imagine a design that incorporates the following. Yeah, please go ahead with your suggestions. So it is intelligent. It definitely told us we cannot have CPU.
Just for anybody that is thinking, well, actually, the only thing I can see that it's going to struggle there, but for anyone thinking that the only kind of design that it can do is a very modern design, that is not true. So if we started a new home, we'll do this very quickly, and then we're kind of
let's go new
as
home,
a kind of end for today. What we're going to do now is just very quickly do another home.
What do you want?
But
floating,
I would like.
So there are some recommendations. Floating coral reef house.
No, I would like a Tudor style 4-bed home based in Stratford upon Avon.
Stratford
upon Avon. Strat without the S.
Stratford upon
Avon.
What's HAVEN or
AVON? AVON. There we go.
I don't know.
Let's try it. Just try that.
The simple stuff.
Yep.
Are you leaning towards an open plan or traditional?
Traditional layout. Yeah.
Would you like to include any specific features in these bathrooms, such as yes, please, yeah?
Period features, please. Oh yes.
So 2 or 3 bathrooms.
2.
2. Two bathrooms.
Yeah.
So 1 is ensuite. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll have a library.
You add a unique.
No, we'll have a library. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. It's preparing.
Oh. So just to give you really a view of what it can do beyond the sort of modern architectural look that you saw a minute ago. So hopefully this is going to be. There we go. Look at that.
What you had in mind?
Yeah, that's more like it, isn't it? A little bit of Tudor chic there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Wow. Yes, that's you see.
Nice wooden beams.
Yeah.
Gas.
Look at that.
Stove.
Yes. Wow.
That's brilliant.
Oh, it's got the wallpaper, right? Bit of William Morris up there on the wall. Cool.
That's traditional.
Yeah, that is. Look at that.
That's your library.
Oh, that's the light. That's the bibliothèque, right there.
But do you smoke a pipe or cigar?
No, I don't smoke either. But if I did, it would have to be a pipe, wouldn't it? In there, I think.
Pipe, right? Yeah, pipe and a glass of what, brandy or whiskey?
Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So there we go. There you go, folks. That's essentially Vitruvius from Icon Build.
Yeah.
If you haven't, give it a go. At least it'll allow you to spend a good few hours dreaming. Well,
I think what it might do is, and one of the things that you might think about with some of these things as well is how you can use them creatively as well. So, even on something like LinkedIn, why not design your home and then talk about aspects of that design that are something to do with you. It gives people, it's another way of perhaps talking about the kind of person that you are. So if you are more eco-friendly, you would design it in a more eco-friendly way, and you could actually say, well, look, if I did design a home, I would make sure it has this or that, because these things are important to me. I've got this many kids, etc. You know, rather than the just kind of like sticking up a selfie and then go, this is a post, this is about me. Sometimes you can find a more creative way of doing it, and programs like this might allow you to do that. So yeah, just think about that. And besides which, and also, you know, it's maybe you could use it with staff as well. Maybe you could give it to staff to play with as a bit of an aspirational thing. Have you thought about what your dream is in terms of a home? Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years' time? You know, and then it might get them thinking about, okay, well, how do I work towards that? You know.
Good point. Yeah.
All of these things are quite useful. You can gamify quite big areas of life, I think, using some AI, which actually opens up topics of conversation and makes people think about things that aren't necessarily real in their life at the moment, but are potentially real, right? And how many companies could benefit just from also using AI just to think about things in the future, or actually go, right, clean slate. If we could change everything about this industry tomorrow and make this industry better for everybody, what would that look like? AI tools could, you know, and I know today's has been a bit of fun, but AI tools can sometimes be really useful for that, getting people to think outside the box and going, actually, if we could start from scratch and change everything, maybe it would look like this. And that could be a really good way. Modeling the future can be a really good way of heading towards the future, I think.
A better future, yeah, a more sustainable. So if we do include AI-based studies in early education, show children that they can imagine anything they want. There's no restriction. Nobody telling them that's unrealistic, because not possible, impossible is a word which is disappearing altogether from vocabulary. Like almost anything is possible now. So if we can give that freedom to children and give them AI tools so that they can conceptualize what they're thinking, yes, who knows? We could build a better future.
It's
Get rid of all the doom and gloom.
Really important point. I hope you've enjoyed this, folks. We'd love to get your feedback. You know, we had a few technical hitches along the way. We'll get more efficient at it as we go along. Maybe we'll use bits of AI. I will be plugging this into a piece of AI, and it will be generating some short video clips from it. So look out for those as they come along. We'll be back another time with the next one of these. If you have enjoyed it, or you have thought of a piece of AI or a way of using AI that you've never thought of before from watching this, please do comment, and we'd love to know. Until next time, bye for now.